star unit. What else did they do? Oh, the Giants and the Cowboys. That Cowboys team, not this Cowboys team. They even lost to the Redskins. Y'all are not comfortable in your position as being division leader right now. Look at these Cowboys. I love what I saw yesterday in terms of fight, in terms of adjustments, and I love what I saw in terms of the defense. Seems like they're turning the corner. Now, let's remember where they started from, the house they started from to the house they try to get to. They seem like they turned the corner to the point of, since week 7, Cowboys ranked 9th. 9, that one digit, 9th in total defense. Who the heck?
Since what week?
Since yesterday. I gotta card these books up somehow.
Yo, hey, I thought I heard. I'm like, you say since week 7.
I try to stutter through 7.
Like last week. Hey, big dog.
Hey, when you building confidence, anything counts, right? For real. So I'm looking at this team like, okay, there's something to build on. Garrett Gilbert, whatever you want to say of him, I don't know if he's the future when Andy Dalton comes back, but Garrett Gilbert needs to be somebody that you consider going forward with. The Cowboys defense, as I said, looks like they turned the corner. And there's just one edit I would make to this Cowboys team to really give them the juice that they need. Tony Pollard needs to start over Ezekiel Elliott because hamstring or not, you don't have the juice. Right. Bishop, you ain't got the juice no more. If you're looking at Ezekiel Elliott. You make those fixes, you continue with this trend, I see the Cowboys potentially winning this
division. Let me start off rocking with you because you said something so intelligent. I didn't know if you was going to have the courage to say it, but you a bold man. Zeke got to go to the bench.
He got to go.
Zeke got 18 carries yesterday and had 51 yards. Tony Pollard had 9 carries and had 57 yards. Tony Pollard doing more with less. Zeke is not only not helping the Cowboys, at this point, I think you can almost say he's holding them back.
No, hold on. Let me push back, though. Don't they switch the offensive line when the running backs come in, too? So it's a different offensive line that Tony's running?
And where?
No. Oh, they don't do that? Oh, it's the same line? What the hell is he getting more yards per carry then?
Look,
I digress.
Let me say this. Cowboys showed a ton of fight yesterday. I was actually encouraged. I'm sitting here watching the game on my phone, and I'm like, yo, the Cowboys about to make me look stupid. Because I came out here and confidently said they had no chance.
No chance.
Cowboys showed a lot of heart, a lot of toughness. Shout out to Garrett Gilbert, a former teammate of mine. But let me get to the real point. Marcellus, you sound like me my junior year. My junior year in Texas, we were coming off a national championship. We thought we was going to be the beast. We thought we was going to be that dude. We were actually led by Garrett Gilbert. He was starting in Texas. He was all everything. Gatorade Player of the Year. Marcellus, we take our first loss. It's all good, baby. We can still go to the national championship. Take our second loss. It's all good, baby.
No,
we run the table. We still might get to the ship. We take our third loss. Okay, fellas, okay. We can still win the Big 12. We take our fourth loss. Okay, a couple things go our way. We can still win the Big 12. We take our fifth loss. Okay, let's just make sure we get to a bowl game, guys. Let's make sure we get to We take our sixth loss. Okay, we just got to win this last one to get to a bowl game. That's how you sound, Sel.
Really?
Cowboys, yeah, they can still win the division. I mean, all they got to beat is the Eagles.
Don't do that.
Cowboys, I mean, yeah, they last in the division with the Giants, but they still look decent.
Don't do that.
Marcellus, you sound like a guy who's clinging to any little bit of hope.
Yes.
You sound like another dude who clings to any little bit of hope. So let me bring in NFL analyst Bucky Brooks and see what light he might try to cling to. Bucky, can the Cowboys team win the NFC East?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, book it. They're in. They're winning the East. Like that, you can guarantee that. I guarantee they go to the playoffs. Like, I'm looking at this team, and what has happened, they finally discovered who they are. The last couple of weeks, we've seen the defense get better. We're seeing them play with more energy and effort. They got rid of Dontari Poe and Darryl Worley, got the old guys out the building, put the young guys in, and now they're beginning to play defense like they should. Offensively, they've got back to that run-first game plan that serves them well. Last Sunday, 31 carries, 144 yards, controlled the clock, had 33 minutes of time of possession. Because of that, they were in the game into the fourth quarter. Now, I'm going to push back on that craziness that you guys were saying about Tony Pollard starting over Ezekiel Elliott. But outside of that, I think you're on track. The Dallas Cowboys certainly.
Who's on track?
Why are you pushing back? I want to hear you explain it. You just can't give us a headline and then get off the conversation. Why are you pushing back on Ezekiel Elliott switching out with Tony Pollard?
Man, Tony Pollard has never had more than 57 rushing yards in a game. Tony Pollard is a guy that comes in. He comes in as a change of pace, and it's easy for him because he's not the center of attention like Ezekiel Elliott. I love what he has added as a dimension. He's a nice side dish, but he's not the filet mignon. He's not the main dish. That's Ezekiel Elliott. And as Ezekiel Elliott continues to get more carries and more opportunities, he will go back and show people who he is as a two-time NFL rushing champ. But please don't be disrespectful and say that Tony Pollard should take his job.
I'm sorry. Yeah, his play, his regression is disrespectful. I don't know how you like your fillets. I like mine well done with ketchup and A1, baby. You got to keep cooking it. You want to feed Zeke? How about Zeke start cooking and making it happen so it's not even a conversation, big dog?
I mean, I hear what you're saying.
No, you don't.
I hear what you're saying, and I understand those numbers. And I understand that Tony Pollard had a nice game yesterday.
Again.
Part of that was helped by the fact that he had a 20-yard run. But in terms of grinding, he's not built for the grind. He's not built to be an every-down workhorse.
I'm not going to sidetrack.
Just let him get one game and let's figure that out.
I'm not going to get sidetracked. Bucky, let me tell the world what has happened to you. Because I can see in your blind spots, and it is my job as a friend to tell Bucky what's in his blind spot. And in all honesty, Marcellus, is a little bit in your blind spot.
Chill,
it's not y'all's fault. You all have been so taken advantage of, mentally abused by these Cowboys that your standards are low. That y'all are like, y'all saw a glimpse of a good game and y'all said, oh, yeah, book it. They gonna be in the play. Bucky, do you hear yourself talk? Let me tell you what happened yesterday. Cowboys allowed a 300-yard passer, 3 touchdowns, forced no turnovers. Same Cowboys we've seen all season long. Cowboys, they had a quarterback who played pretty good, but turned the ball over in the red zone. So a quarterback that made some really good plays, but also has some turnovers. Same Cowboys we've seen all season long. Cowboys, defensively, weren't great. Offensively, weren't great, but their special teams was amazing. Their special teams almost won them the game. Same Cowboys we've seen all season long. Because against the Atlanta Falcons early on in the season, Cowboys offensively made some good things happen, but turned the ball over. Special teams didn't almost win them the game. Special teams won them the game. Against other teams all season long, Seattle Seahawks, Cowboys offense looked pretty good. Defense was pretty bad. Allowed Russell Wilson to throw for several touchdowns. Didn't really force any turnovers. Same Cowboys we've seen all season long. So really, the Cowboys against the Steelers yesterday, although it was dressed up, although they put on a little bit of cologne, put on a little bit of perfume, it was actually the same Cowboys we've seen all season long. For that reason, Cowboys not making the playoffs. They not winning the NFC East. They just dressed up that odor a little bit, Marcellus.
Well, I didn't know that winning the division was such a low accomplishment on Acho's chart. Like, wow, I thought that's the first goal of every NFL football team is first win your division. Then after that, let's talk about what's going to happen in the playoffs. But I digress. Let's get to how this is not the same old Cowboys. Because when we saw that touchdown to CeeDee Lamb, that was only the second touchdown in 36 possessions since Dak Prescott got injured. So how is that the same old Cowboys? Oh, the Cowboys scored on 5 of their first 7 possessions. How is that the same old Cowboys when they were struggling to score? Oh, Dallas held the ball 7 minutes longer than the Pittsburgh Steelers. How is that the same old Cowboys? Oh, did we see a quarterback go out there and play against what, arguably, if not the best defense out there, and he still had a good to great game? Oh, but that's the same old Cowboys. Please explain yourself. I can
very simply explain myself. Cowboys, 0 sacks yesterday. Bottom 10 in the league in sacks. Cowboys, no takeaways. Bottom 10 in the league in takeaways. Cowboys, their receivers made big plays. They have the best receiving core in the NFL. The receivers have been primed to make big plays.
They had the best quarterback.
Same old Cowboys. Cowboys, Marcellus, they had an 83-yard punt return. One of those 5 scoring drives you referenced. How do you have an 83-yard punt return and don't get the ball into the end zone? Cowboys had a 64-yard kick return. How you have a 64-yard kick return and don't get the ball into the end zone?
Bucky, can I answer
Bucky came on this set yesterday. Let me see Bucky, please. You can keep Marcellus up.
I want to see all y'all, homie.
Bucky came on this set last week. Bucky, was that poopery? See,